Onegaishimasu. Okay, so real quick, today is Sunday, August 16th. Today is 100% Bokken. We're going to go over some of the basic strikes, as well as some basic footwork, and kind of like how to hold the Bokken as well. Okay, so first things first, we'll do a real kind of a lighter warm-up than usual, just because we won't be doing too much rolly stuff and things like that. So let's go ahead and stand up, and let's do chin to shoulder. So ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay, up and down. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay, shoulders up and back. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Up and forward. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Pardon me. Take your left hand, bring it across, holding it with your right, and stretch. If you can, then take that left hand and kind of pulling it a little bit back behind your head to get a little bit deeper stretch. Okay, release and switch now with the right hand. Left hand holding. Okay, you can get it there. Bring that right hand back and across a little bit. Okay, release. Left elbow up, right hand grabbing, pulling it in. Okay, now from there, stretch to your right. Leaning, 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 come up. Okay, now switch. Right elbow up, left hand grabbing, pull. Stretch it. Now, lean to your left. Okay, come back up. Bring that left hand up. And now just stretch to your right. Up. Right hand up. Stretch to your left. Switch. Left hand up. Stretch to your right. Right hand up. Stretch to your left. Okay. Bring the feet in. Light bend in the knees. Rotate them counterclockwise or left to right. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Now right to left, or no, sorry, left to right. Clockwise. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay. Straighten out the legs, straighten out the knees. Feet together, bend at the waist. Going as far down as you can. Just hang, and down and stretch. Try to touch the ground. If you can, just hang there. Don't bend your knees. Okay, now, come up. All the way up. We're not going to do the little squat thing. And down, touching the ground. Hanging there. And up. And down. Exhaling. And up. And last one, down. Go ahead, if you can grab some part of your leg, behind your leg, and try to hold yourself in. And up. Okay. Going down to your right side. Left toes up. Okay, switch it over. Down to your left side. Right toes are up. Switch. Down to your right. Left toes are up. And then one more switch to your left side. Right toes are up. Okay, come up into a squat. Hands on your knees. Push with your right hand. look over your left shoulder. Now push with your left hand, look over your right shoulder. Okay, push with your right, look over your left. And now push with your left, looking over your right. Okay, and coming on up. Okay, Bokken, please. Grab, make sure, Gado Sensei. If you do not have a Bokken, you only have a Jo, that's perfectly fine. You can also use a toy lightsaber if you feel so inclined. So, a couple of real quick things. Bokken is a right-handed weapon, hence, it primarily starts on your right hand, right side. So, with the Bokken, you're always, unless specifically instructed, right hand is on top, left hand is on bottom. Okay? So, I don't like using the word always, but for right now, right hand always on top, left hand always on bottom, no matter which foot you have forward. Okay? So, one basic thing. We're going to try to make sure the Kesaki, or the tip, is always kind of in front of our center, always here. So one way we like to use the Bokken is to see, oh, my tip's pointing that way, but my center's pointing that way. I should have it pointing always forward. Okay. On that note, we're going to start with a basic Shomen. Basic striking to the front of the head. For that, we go into a stance where we have our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, if you can see. Okay? Now from here, we lightly bend the knees. We raise our Bokken up above our head, so where my left hand is at least above my forehead. As we go into a squat, I bring my Bokken down to where it's level with my waist. So as I'm here, I come up, I raise up, I go down, I cut. Okay? So it's up, out, and back to cut. So I'm not chopping wood. I'm not just going straight up and down. It goes out and comes back in. Kind of like you're slicing cheese or steak or what have you. Okay? So you're here, out and back. So let's try to do that about 10 times together. So I'm going to give a side perspective. So when you're cutting, try to keep yourself shoulders stacked over your hips. Try not to lean forward or lean back. I know it's hard, but try as best you can. So here we go. So we raise up, down, each, raise, knee, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay. Now I'm going to face you, that way I can see what everyone's doing. We're going to do 10 more. Again, nice little bend in the knees here. Raise up, each, knee, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. So, that's kind of a neutral stance. Feet about shoulder width apart. Just getting up and down and swinging the sword up and down. So, this is called Jodan position or upper position. Coming down to what's called middle or Chudan position, okay? So, Jodan, Chudan, and then if we go to a lower position, so you can see how my Bokken points all the way down to the ground, that's Geidan. So, Jodan, Chudan, Geidan, okay? So let's do that for just a couple of minutes. So we're here, right foot forward, so migi hanmi. I'm here, I raise Jodan, I bring it right in front of me, right in front of my belt, pointing straight out. That's chudan. I have the tip of the kasaki point all the way down to the ground. That's geidan. Okay? So we raise it all the way up. Jodan, up above the head. Good. You want to be able to see. We bring it to where it's right in line with the waist. Goes straight out. Chudan. If the tip is pointing all the way down, geidan. So it's upper position, middle position, lowered position, okay? And with this, we try to keep the shoulders nice and relaxed and loose. So as we bring it up, we don't bring our shoulders up, we keep our shoulders down. So that's Jodan position. Same thing, we bring it Chudan position. Shoulders should be nice and relaxed. We bring it down to Geidan position. Shoulders should, again, still be relaxed. So if we think of a basic shomen, it goes from Jodan position, reaches out, and comes back into Chudan position, okay? So now that we're here, right or migi hanmi, we're going to do a little bit more of a precise shomen, at least the way I like to do a little precise shomen. As we're here in Jodan position, we extend the hands all the way out as you can, okay? Then we bring it back to our center within about 1 fist distance from your belt or from your stomach, okay? To that Chudan position. So we raise up, extend the arms out, and then bring them back. Shomen cut a bit, again, about a 1 fist distance from your stomach. Up, out, and back, cutting shomen. Raise Jodan position, reach out, come back, and cut Chudan position, okay? I'm just going to change perspective. So we raise Jodan position, reach the hands out, bring it back in. Again, approximately 1 fist distance from your stomach or your obi again. So raise, extend out, and bring it back. Chudan, okay. Jodan, extend, back in, Chudan position, about 1 fist distance. Okay, so looks like most people are getting that. So let's do 10 cuts here, migi hanmi. So I just have my right foot in front, raising up. So ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, now with your left foot in front. So here your hedari hanmi, so you have your left foot in front, your right hand is still on top, your left hand is still on bottom. Yes, 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 perfect. So you just raise up again. So Jodan position, coming down, Chudan position, ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. So that was cutting, just very simply, left side in front, right side in front. Next, we're going to work on just from here, raising, sliding forward, cutting, raising, sliding back, and cutting. So if you look at my feet, I'm here, I raise, I slide forward, I cut, I raise, I slide back, and I cut. Okay, this is called shintai. So from here, I'm always going to have my right foot in front, right hand on top. So together, so we raise up, we slide forward, shomen, cut. We raise, we slide back, shomen, cut. Raise up, slide forward, shomen, raise, slide back. Shomen, raise, slide forward, raise, back. Let's do this about 4 more times. Raise, forward, each, back. Ni, san, shi. Okay. So that was shiriashi, or just sliding. Now, do that same shomen, but with a step. So as we step, here now I have my left foot in front, right hand on top, raise and cut, okay? So, yeah, I'll do it this way so you can see what my feet are doing. So as I'm here, I'm right, or migi hanmi. Right hand on top, left hand on bottom. I raise up. I step with my left foot. Cut. Should still have my right hand on top. I raise up. I step forward again. Another shomen. I raise up. I step back with my right foot. Shomen cut. So you should have your left foot in front, right hand on top. Good, good, good. Raise up, step back again. Shomen. Should still end up right and right. And again, raise, step, shomen. Raise, step, shomen. Raise, step back, shomen. Raise, step back, shomen. Okay, so again, raise, step forward, shomen. Raise, step forward, shomen. Raise, step back, shomen. Raise, step back, shomen. Okay, so that's your basic shomen. Are there variants? Are there things you can do to make it a little more interesting? Yes, but for right now, that's your basic up and down cut. Couple of little things, and this is just dependent on where you learn your sword work from. I generally don't have my tip dip way back. I try to keep it up to horizontal. So either here or here. I try not to let it dip and then swing. Okay? I don't let my wrist break, which means I don't let my wrist kind of flop around. I keep my wrist straight as I cut. Okay? So that's one little tidbit. Other people do it where they let what's called the Kesa, or the tip dip and cut. That's perfectly fine. That's the sword school or the way they learned it. I just learned it a little differently. Next is your basic ski, or how do we thrust in. So from here, I'm going to have to look straight at you. So from here, I would position the blade part out, because as I ski forward, my blade points to my right because that's my open side. Okay? As I step with my right foot, it's going to ski and be open to my left side. So the blade portion should essentially match whichever side is forward. Okay? Because that's the part that's helping to protect you. Okay? So from here, let's go ahead and start migi hanmi. So I'm going to face you straight on. So if I'm facing you migi hanmi, my blade should point slightly to my left, okay? Because I'm protecting that center line. So from here, as I step with my left, you should see the tip turn on that point, and now it points to my right side, that edge, okay? And I ski in. Now I'm going to step again. As I step again, I go forward and back. Okay? So now I'm going to do it with a little bit of kind of a 90-degree angle. So when I ski, I just don't ski with my arms. I ski with my body. My body moves forward and then back a little bit. So here I am, right or migi hanmi. So the hamon, or the blade, the ha, should be facing you. As I step with my left, you should see the blade turn. Here, I have my arms go slightly forward, and then back, and boom. Again, the blade part should be pointing out towards your right side. And you should be in a good hanmi. Good. So from here, now I'm going to step with my right foot. As I step with my right foot, that tip, boom, boom. Good. Now as we step back, I'm going to step back with my right foot. I keep that there, here. If I want to go forward and ski. Now I step back with my left, forward and ski. Okay? Let's do that a couple more times. So I'm here. Right or migi hanmi, blade should be facing the camera. I'm here. I step forward, ski in, and then back, protecting my center line. Make sure that blade is pointing off to your right side. Pointing. So here I'm left or hidari hanmi. I'm going to step with my right. I'm going to step with my right. I come out, ski, and back. Now my blade should be pointing to my left side. I'm going to step back, ski, and then step back, ski. And again, forward, ski, step, ski. Now step back, ski, step back, ski. Okay. Let's do that. One more rotation forward and back. Ready? So here I'm right or migi hanmi. Something I like to do is I like to, when I'm starting, have the kesaki or the tip about the same height as my nose. So if I was engaged with somebody, so if I'm engaged with Miss Victoria, my kesaki should be pointing at her throat. Okay? This is called Seigan position, but you don't need to worry about that. It's right here. I'm trying to threaten her. But she's very threatening. So I'm here, right or migi hanmi, blade points to the left, tip or the kesaki, about, again, eye level. So we step forward to the left, ski, and back. Now the blade points to the right. Now from here, we step with the right, ski, boom, boom. If right now, think of just skiing kind of to the midsection. Okay, now we step back, ski, and then reposition. And one more step back, ski, and reposition. Okay. Next little thing, we're going to go back to kind of this neutral position, and we're going to work on blocking. So we're just going to come up, back to the middle. As we go to a side, we draw that blade across. We want it to come through here. Every now and then you'll see us block straight up and down where we'll try to stop something. But generally speaking, we want to let that energy or let that strike come in, let that strike go, and then strike back. Okay? So from here, legs about, a little bit wider than shoulder width. Keep a nice little bend in them. So from here, I'm going to shift to my left. As I shift to my left, I bring my hands up above, and they should be protecting on my right side. I come back to the middle. Now I shift to the right. As I shift to the right, the block should be happening on my left side. And then back to the middle. And then again, shift to the left, middle, shift to the right, middle. Shift to the left, middle, shift to the right, middle. Shift to the left, middle, shift to the right, middle. Okay, so I'm going to do this facing the way the camera's facing so you can also see kind of where I'm at here. So as I'm here, we're all facing the same way. Yeah, feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. I'm here. I'm going to shift to my left. As I shift to my left, blocking to my right side, comes back to the middle. Now I shift to my right, blocking my left side, and back to the middle. Left, middle, right, middle. Left, middle, right, middle. Left, middle, right, middle, left, middle, right, middle. Left, middle, right, middle. Okay. Do a couple more. So as I shift and as I pull out, you should notice that the blade should be protecting my shoulder. I shouldn't have it over here where my head's exposed, my shoulder's exposed. I should be pushing this. This is above my head, goes back to the middle. I go to the other side, and up. So here we go. So legs a little wider than the shoulder width. Shift to your left, block to your right, back to the middle. Shift to the left, shift to your right, block to your left, back to the middle. Left, block to the right, middle, shift to the right, block, middle, left, middle, right, middle, left, middle, right, middle. Okay. So next one, because we do it in the Bokken versus Jo paired exercise, it's what's called a do cut, or a midsection cut. So we're here, we're going to be cutting through that midsection, okay? So, don't think of it like a baseball bat where you're just going to whack away, okay? You're not coming in here. What you're going to do is, as you cut, again, you extend out and come back. Here, you extend out and cut back, okay? Again, you're slicing through things. You're not trying to just bash them. With the Jo, we bash. With the Bokken, we slice. Okay? So, let's try that together. So I'm here, right, or migi hanmi. So, right hand, right foot are in front. I'm going to bring my hands over to my left side. As I'm here, I step with my left. I have the Bokken come out, around, and then I can reset. So now I'm left, or hidari hanmi. I bring it to my right side. Blade should be flat. I step, bring it all the way out, cut, reset. Bring it to your left. Now I'm going to step back so I don't hit the camera. With my right side, cut out, back to the center. Now to your right side, step your left foot back, coming out, center, reset. Okay. I'm just going to kind of get on the 90 so you can see what's happening. So I'm here. I go to my left side. I'm right or migi hanmi. I step with that left. I cut, boom, and then reset. Now, I bring it to my right side. Blade should be flat. I step with my right. Blade comes out, back, reset. Now I'm going to step back. Goes to my left. Step back to my right. Out, back, reset. Bring it to my right side. Step back with my left. Do cut, out, back, reset. Again, to the front. So stepping forward, don't go to your left. So Kesa points to the back. Step with the left. Do cut, reset. Comes to the right. Step, do cut, reset. To your left. Step back. Do cut, reset. To your right. Step back. Do cut. Okay, lovely. All right. So those are just some of the basic. Oh, wait. Sorry, I forgot one last one. Bad tip. Kesa giri. Diagonal cut. So from that, you're just going to come straight up. And you're going to step and cut. Think shoulder to hip. Reset. Jodan position. And as you step forward, thinking of cutting at a diagonal from the shoulder to the hip, and then resetting. Okay?
So this isn't the same as yokomen?
No, yokomen is side head strike.
Okay.
Kesa giri is essentially a diagonal cut. So this one is made to follow, if you've got someone with a gi on, following the lapel. So you're basically following these lines right here. Okay? So here we are, right or migi hanmi. I raise up, jodan position. I step out with my left. As I step out with my left, my blade comes from my left shoulder, right hip, and then I reset. I raise up, Jodan position. I step with my right foot, right shoulder, left hip, and then reset. Okay? So I'm going to step back. I raise up, Jodan position. I step back with my right foot, cut, left shoulder, right hip, reset. Raise up, Jodan position, step back with the left foot, cutting, right shoulder, left hip, and then reset. And again, Jodan position, step with the left foot, cut left shoulder, right hip, reset. Up, Jodan position, step right foot, right shoulder, left hip, and then reset. Raise up, stepping back, left shoulder, right hip, reset, up, stepping back with left foot, right shoulder, left hip, and there. Okay, so now we're going to do it a little more fluid. So, when I'm talking about a little more fluid, is as I step, it's there, here, and there. Okay, you don't have to go that fast, but try to have it be a continuous movement, and then resetting. You're here, continuous movement, and then reset. It's good to start like, okay, that's the shoulder, that's the hip, but then try to let the, yeah, there you go, Julia, just like that. Just let it go through, okay? So let's start right on migi hanmi. I raise up, Jodan position. I step forward with my left, Kesa giri, reset. Raise, Jodan position, step with my right foot, Kesa giri, reset. Stepping back, raise up, Jodan position, step back, Kesa giri, reset. Raise, step back, Kesa giri, reset. Again, going forward. Raise, Jodan, step, Kesa giri, reset. Raise, Jodan, step, Kesa giri, reset. Up, step back, Kesa giri, reset. Raise, Kesa giri, reset. And forward again, step, Kesa giri, step, Kesa giri. Raise, step back, Kesa giri, step, raise, back, Kesa giri. Okay, so here we go. Let's do that 4 more times. That look good, at least from what I can see. So we raise up, step on the left foot, Kesa giri, reset. Raise, step with the right, Kesa giri, reset. Now stepping back, Kesa giri, reset. Last one, up, Kesa giri, reset. Okay, so we got stabbing or ski. We got shomen, Kesa giri, which is reminiscent of yokomen or side head strike. So those are the basic strikes. They come from Bokken. So now we're going to add a little bit of footwork. This is from Donovan Wayne Shihan's Tai Sabaki or body work with Bokken. Okay? So the first one is I'm here. Again, I start right from migi hanmi. I raise up. I step forward, shomen. I step ski. Then I pivot or kaiten. Then from here, I raise, I step shomen. I step ski. And then I pivot or kaiten. If you're doing it and you nail it correctly, you should end up right hand, right foot in front, and pretty close to where you started. Okay? So we're going to do this one 4 times. That way I do the 90s. I'm going to do the 90s first, and then I'll do facing towards and then away from the camera. Okay, so here we are, starting right from migi hanmi. So I step forward, shomen. I step forward, ski, then pivot or kaiten. I should have my left foot in front, right hand on top. Good. Now from here I step forward, shomen, I step forward, ski, and then pivot or kaiten. I should end up right hand, right foot in front, the same way I began with. Okay, so now I'm going to reverse and do the other 90. So now I'm facing the opposite way. So I'm here, right hand, right foot in front. Yep, just like that. Yeah, good. So from here, I step with my left foot, shomen. I step with my right foot, ski, and then I pivot. Okay, make sure you have your left foot in front, right hand on top. Good. Now from here, you step forward with your right foot, shomen, step forward with the left foot, ski, kaiten. Again, if you do it and you kind of nail it, and I actually instruct halfway decently, you should have your right hand, right foot in front, facing the way you started. Sometimes I get lucky. Okay, so now facing the way the camera's facing. I'm here, right, or hanmi. So make sure you got your shoulders stacked over your hips, nice and relaxed. Good. Step forward, left foot, shomen. Step with your right foot, ski, kaiten, or pivot. You have your left foot in front, right hand on top. Step forward, shomen. Step forward, ski, and then kaiten. You should end up back with your right hand, right foot in front. Perfect. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, now, the last one, facing the camera. Gotta fix the glasses a little bit. Get a little foggy. So here we are. So we're here. We step, shomen, step, ski, kaiten. Okay, then from here, step, shomen, step, ski, kaiten. And hey, what'd you know? I ended up right hand, right foot in front, facing back at the camera where I started. Okay, so that's the first one. You're stepping forward. The second one, it's the exact same stuff, except we step backwards, then go forward. So watch once. So I start here, right or hanmi. I step back, and then step forward, ski. Kaiten, I step back, then forward, ski, and kaiten, okay? So the first one started stepping forward. The second one starts stepping back, then moving forward. Okay? So let's try it together. Again, I'm going to do the 90s first, and then I'll do towards and away from the camera. So we're here, right or hanmi. Got to get a little bit more into frame. So I'm here. So we raise. We step our right foot back, shomen. Now we step our right foot forward, ski, kaiten, or pivot. Again, I should have my left foot in front, right hand on top. Now from here, we step back with our left foot, shomen. We step forward with our left foot, ski, and kaiten. Should end up right hand, right foot in front, facing the way we started. Okay, lovely. So now I'm here. Same thing. Gotta make sure I stay in frame. So we're here. We raise, we step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten, or pivot. We raise, we step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. Okay, good. Yep, excellent. Okay, now facing the way the camera's facing. So as I'm here, we raise, we step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. Now we step back with the left, shomen, step forward with the left, ski, kaiten. Okay. Now looking at the camera. I'm here. I raise, I step back with my right, shomen, step forward with my right, ski, kaiten. Step back with my left, shomen, step forward with my left, ski, kaiten. Okay, good. See the time? Okay, yeah, got enough time to do one more. Okay, so we're going to finish on the stepping series. So the last one, so there's 8 total. We're just going to cover 3 today. because these three are just stepping ones. We're not going to get into the turny stuff yet. So the third one is I start here, looking at you with my right foot, right hand forward. Now what I'm going to do is, if you notice, I'm going to turn my blade to my right, take a step with my left over to the right side, shomen, step, ski, kaiten. Okay? Now I have the kasaki, the tip point to my left. I step with my right foot up and around, shomen, step, ski, kaiten, and I'm facing back at the camera. So on this one, at least for me, this makes sense if I start facing to you or start facing the camera. That way you see that I'm going on 90 degrees, okay? So I'm here. Kasaki, or the tip points to my right. I take my left foot, bring it all the way around, step over to my right with my left foot, so my left foot's forward. Good. Shomen. Step with your right, ski, and then kaiten or pivot. Okay? Now from here, take your bokken, point to your left side. Okay, 90 degrees. Now take your right foot, step all the way around to where your kasaki is pointing. Shomen, step, ski with your left, and then kaiten or pivot right back in front. And you should hopefully, yeah, Jason, good, yeah. Yeah, you started facing me and you finished facing me, great. Okay. So now I'm going to go facing the way the camera's facing. So I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to see those of you on Zoom, but as I'm here, right, or making hanmi, I point my bokken to my right. I take my left foot, I step to my right side and shomen cut. I should have my left foot in front, right hand on top. Now I step with my right and I ski. From here, then I kaiten. As I kaiten, my left foot is in front, my right hand is on top. Now from here, I'm going to take my bokken and I'm going to point it right at the camera because that's my left side. Okay, now I bring my right foot up and around, shomen, step, ski with my left, and then kaiten. So now I'm facing the way the camera's facing, back with right foot, right hand in front. All right? So, now I'm going to go on the 90s. So we're here. I'm facing 90 degrees. So we're here. I point my bokken to the right side. I take my left foot, stepping all the way over 90 degrees, shomen. I step with my right foot, ski, and then I kaiten or pivot. Okay? Now, I take my bokken, I point to my left side, I bring my right foot up and around, shomen, step, ski, kaiten. And I should have ended up, I think I did, facing the way I started. Okay? So here we are, 90 degrees again. About right here-ish. Yeah, so I think I'm in frame. Okay, so from here, we point the bokken to our right side. We take our left foot, step up and around, shomen, step, ski, kaiten. Okay, now from here, we take our bokken, we point to our left side, take our right foot up and around, shomen, step, ski, kaiten. Okay? And then, again, you should hopefully finish same way you're facing, right hand, right foot. Let's do that one 2 more times because that one seems to always get a lot of people because you're going on 90 degrees. So, I'm going to do it again facing the same way. So I'm going to be facing the same way the camera's facing. So we're all looking towards the kamiza or towards our sensei. So we're here. I take my bokken, I point to my right. I take my left foot and I step 90 degrees towards my right side, shomen. Now I step with my right foot, ski, and kaiten or pivot. Okay, now from here, I'm going to take my bokken and I'm going to point it directly at the camera. Okay? As I point it, because that's my left side, I bring my right foot up, cut towards the camera, step with my left foot, ski, and then pivot or kaiten, and I should be facing back towards O-sensei, or back the way the camera's facing. Okay? Last one, I'm going to do facing the camera. So I should be opposite of those of you on Zoom and those of you here in class. So we're here, we point the bokken to our right side, take our left foot, step around, shomen, step, ski, kaiten or pivot. Okay, good. Now from here, point the bokken to your left side, step your right foot around, shomen, step, ski, kaiten, pivot, and I started facing the camera and I finished facing the camera. Okay? So, with that being said, we have a few minutes, let's go ahead and go over the Bokken versus Jo Kumitachi, the Bokken side, okay? So, we're here as we start. We start here in right or migi hanmi. And then from here, I raise up. I step shomen with my left. Okay? From here, they would hit it. It goes to my left side. Now, that whole block thing, when we bring it up and around, now we step with our right foot and do that do cut. Okay? Now from here, we bring it into our center, and we step with our left foot and ski. And then from here, we guard. So we just kind of push that left hand back because we want to protect our center line. And then we reset. And we're going to go back through the first part again. So as I'm here, I'm going to do this on the 90s. Remember to have your shoulders directly over your hips. Head is up, looking straight ahead. So we're here, we step with our left foot, shomen. It would get knocked a little bit to our left. So then we bring it above our head to protect ourselves. We step with our right, do cut. We bring it into our stomachs. And then we step with our left, ski. And then from here we guard or protect our center line. And then we take a step back with our left and we reset. Okay, and again. Here, right, or migi hanmi. Step with the left, shomen. It gets knocked over to the left. We raise to block, step with that right foot, do cut. We bring it into our stomachs. We step with the left to ski, and then we guard or protect. We step back with the left, and reset. Okay, facing the way the camera's facing. So we're here. We raise, we step, shomen with the left. It gets knocked to the left. We raise up above our head, we step with the right, do cut. So make sure you're cutting to the midsection of the body. Okay? From here, bring it into your stomach. Step with your left, ski. Now from here, guard or protect your center line. So you push that left hand out nice and strong to protect. And then you step back with the left. And would this be a patented Vicky aha moment?
This is only the first part of the aha. So you ended up in a draw.
You ended up in a draw. You go.
The kill thing is to aha.
Okay, so this one is just a grunt. Okay, we're going to do this just about 2 or 3 more times. So here, facing the camera. So we start here, right or migi hanmi, step left, shomen, gets knocked over to the side, raise up, step, do cut. Okay, draw it into the stomach. Step forward, ski. And then from here, guard. So push that left hand really far, really out. And try to make sure that you got your weight balanced between your hips. And that you're in good position. And then step back with that left. And just get in the grunt like, Okay, 2 more. So we're here. Right or dari hanmi. We step with our left. Shomen. It gets knocked off to the side. We raise up. Step with our right. Do cut. Bring it into our stomachs. Step. Ski. Guard. Okay? And then step back with the left. And then grunt at them. Or make some sort of obscene gestures. I don't know. Egg them on. Okay, last one together. So we're here. Right or hanmi. Step with the left. Shomen. Gets knocked over to your left a little bit. So then we raise up. Stepping with the right. Do cut. Bring it into the stomach. Step with the left. Ski. And then guard or block. So make sure the Kisaki is pointing out. Good. Good, strong stance. And reset. Again, when you reset, try to make sure those shoulders stack over those hips. Knees are nice and loose. Okay. Oh, sweet. We still have a little time. So, since we have a little time, we actually got through a little bit quicker than I was hoping. We're going to go ahead and actually start to move into a little bit of technique with this. I was hoping to save this for next week, but hey, no time like the present, right? So, what we're going to do is Bokto waza. So things you can do when you have the bokken. Primarily, they're going to be doing morote tori. So you're going to be 2 hands on your right hand. Okay. So the first one, kind of the one that comes to mind for most people as you step shomen. They're grabbing morote tori. So you come up here, you kaiten, you pivot, you raise up, you pivot back. And you cut or kaiten back. It's a simple kokyu hold. We're going to do 2 variants on it. So this is using kaiten to kaiten or pivot to pivot footwork, making sure that the kisaki or the bokken stays right in front of you. Okay? So we're here. We raise. We step. Cut shomen. They're grabbing morote tori. So here we take our right foot, we slide next to our partner, and we kaiten or pivot, keeping the bokken right in front of us. We raise up, use your left hand to raise, not your right hand. You kaiten back, pivot back, and then cut down. As you cut down, you should have ended up right hand, right foot in front. Okay? So, again, now facing the way the camera's facing. I'm here. So we step, raise, step, cut. They grab morote tori. So from here, I slide next to my partner and kaiten or pivot. Okay? I raise up. As I raise up, think of raising with your left hand. Okay? Now you pivot back. As you pivot back, you cut. Again, you should be finishing right hand, right foot in front. Okay? So here we are. Now I'm going to go on the 90s. So we're here, migi hanmi. Step, raise, step, cut. Okay, they're grabbing morote tori, so they're grabbing onto that right forearm. So from here, we're going to slide next to our partner and kaiten, pivot. So that kisaki should be facing right in front. Okay, we raise up. Pivot back and cut. Okay? So, again, we're here, right or migi hanmi. Step with our left and raise, step with our right, cut. From here, we take our right foot and we slide next to our partner. Now we keep the kisaki in that chudan position and we kaiten or pivot, keeping in that chudan position. We raise up, back to jodan position, and then we kaiten, pivot back, and cut them down. Okay, let's do this about 2 or 3 more times. So we're here, right, you're making hanmi, left, right, cut. Okay, now from here, take your right foot, slide next to your partner. Now, keeping it in that chudan position, middle position, kaiten or pivot. Now from here, raise up. As you raise up, kaiten, pivot back, and cut down. Okay. So now facing back at my audience, because without them, why would we be here? So here, step left and raise, right and cut. They're grabbing morote tori, so they're grabbing that right side. So I'm here, I slide my right foot next to them. As I slide it, I keep it in that chudan position, and I kaiten or pivot. Now from here, I raise up, pivot back, and shomen or cut to finish. All right, so last one. We're here. Step raise, step cut. Slide next to your partner. Kaiten, leaving it in that chudan position. Raise up, kaiten back, and cut down to finish. And watch the ball. Don't do that. Okay. All right, so we have enough time to do one last one off of that kokyu ho. So again, it starts off same way. Now, what we're going to do is what's called a hanmi switch. So the bokken is actually going to go 45 degrees. Okay? Now from here, we're going to slide, raise up, step behind, and cut. Okay? So I'm going to do this one first time together. We're going to go facing the same way. That way, hopefully, you can follow along with my feet. So as I'm here, I raise, step with my left, step with my right, and cut. Now from here, I'm going to drop my right foot back, bring my left foot slightly forward, and as I do that, I should end up 45 degrees from where I started. Okay? Now from here, I'm going to take my front foot, my left foot, slide it forward, raise up, take my right foot, step 45 behind my partner, and cut down. Okay, so kind of back at the camera. So it should be opposite for everybody, or opposite, your view should be opposite mine. I raise, step left, step right, cut. Now from here, I drop my right foot to my right side, bring my left foot to the middle, and my Kesa or my bokken should point towards my left side at about 45. Now from here, I slide with that left foot, raise up, I take my right foot, step 45 off to my right, and then cut down to throw. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so on the 90s now, I'm here, I step with the left, step with the right, cut. They're grabbing morote tori, they're grabbing on my right side. I bring my right foot to that side, left foot comes to the center. I slide with my left, raise up. I take my right foot, step behind my partner, and cut. Okay. Should be the last one for the afternoon. So I'm here. Right turn making hanmi. Raise, step with the left, step with the right, cut. Morote tori. So from here, I drop my right foot out of the way. Left foot comes back, and I should be pointing the boat 45 degrees. I slide with my left, raise up, take my foot, step back behind my partner, and cut. Okay, and with that being said, let's go ahead and put the bokkens away, please. And something right there. Okay. And on that note, Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Okay, thank you all very much for those of you here in person as well as those of you on Zoom. This coming week's class, we're actually going to focus on something we normally don't focus on, which is kata menuchi, shoulder grab with a head strike. Okay? So that's going to be kind of the theme for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday's classes, okay? And with that being said, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.